Stop what you're doing, because the Santa Clara County market just defied conventional fall expectations. Instead of winding down, the housing heat is rising. Our single most important stat, the absorption rate, the market heat index, surged over 60% this week. That's right, despite uncertainty and mixed headlines, buyers remain laser focused on the right homes, even as the leaves and inventory keep falling. Curious why Santa Clara County's housing market just shocked the experts in November?
We're all shocked.
I'm Keith Walker, and this week's numbers are breaking every fall market rule you thought you knew. Before I break into the data, I just wanted to say at the beginning of this year, I promised all the viewers and subscribers that I would go from a quarterly market update to a monthly market update due to all of the changes that were going on. And here we are in November, keeping that trend going. This past week saw a dramatic 5.6% drop in single-family inventory, sinking to just 994 available homes. That's a sharper than usual cut for late October and a clear signal this market still has plenty of serious buyers in play. Meanwhile, pendings only slipped 2%, proving again buyer activity is sticking even as choices shrink. And year-over-year inventory is still trending higher than last fall, but of course nowhere near the buyer's market that some have predicted. Townhomes and condos saw a similar pattern. Inventory dropped 2.5% this week to 767, up nearly 29% from this time last year though. Pending sales actually rose slightly, up 1.1% to 279, but still well below last year's high of 361. The absorption rate for condos and townhomes sits at 36.4%. That's up a touch from last week, but well below last year's fall peak. In October, the average sales price for a single-family home in Santa Clara County was at $2.385 million. That's down slightly from September's high of $2.437 million, and a month-over-month decrease of about 2.2%. Year-over-year, however, prices are still up. October 2024's average was 2.334, making this October nearly 2.2% higher. For those condos and townhomes, October's average sales price came in at $1.116 million. That's a monthly increase of about 3.3% from September and a year-over-year gain of 0.7% from October's 24 average of 1.108. Those guys are gaining steam again, which leads to more renewed first-time home buyer interest. On interest rates, if you've been watching closely, you know rates have seesawed all year. The 30-year fix is averaging around 6.2 to 6.4% in California after briefly rising over 7% this summer. Nationally, the average sits close to 6.15. Now that's a significant drop from the 8% peak we saw last fall and has provided a little breathing room for qualified buyers. But the market is still highly sensitive to even small changes. Zooming out to the Bay Area economy, we're seeing a classic tale of resilience mixed with transition. Silicon Valley tech continues to hire, but at a more cautious, selective pace. Unemployment is still below 4.2%, yet competition for high-skilled jobs remains fierce as startups and large tech firms focus priorities around artificial intelligence and next-gen hardware. Sectors like biotech, green energy, and education are also on the rise. Meanwhile, affordability challenges haven't gone away, but surveys show local optimism is rebounding, and more residents say the region is on the right track compared to just a year ago. Looking forward, expect inventory to keep shrinking through late November as sellers pull back for the holidays and buyers pace themselves with rates where they are. Even with more price reductions out there, our market still isn't back to the pre-pandemic inventory levels, and well-represented, competitively priced homes continue to see solid offers. Want to dig into the numbers or see how this impacts your plans? Reach out anytime. I'll be available through the holidays for you. And click that subscribe button to follow me for weekly local data and honest strategy. If you want the facts, not the hype, I've got you covered. I'll see you next time.